Hello everyone, welcome back to Looming. Stop it. My dog is trying to scratch himself, but he needs to lie down. It's time to go back into Looming once again. We're so close, viewers, to the end. We have so many to go, but there's one over here, I wonder. I know this one. I know that one all too well. I remember the illustrations in the book we looked at together. They were so warm, so vibrant, the colors glowed on the page. It would not take such colors to illustrate Looming. Bleached paper and gray ink is enough. Alright, last time we got all the Ouroboros bones, so now we can go and check out the Ouroboros nest and see what it had to offer as information. Should be around here somewhere. And after that, there's one final ending we can get. It's a little difficult, but we can do it. I just want to check my inventory for this thing. Yes, of course. Alright. To the Ouroboros nest, where the Ouroboros slept and died. We passed by it many times earlier, so it shouldn't be that hard to find. But then again, we are in Looming, a place with barely any landmarks. Here we go. We found it. Bring my bones together here, and you will be shown a new way. That took less than 2 minutes. The Ouroboros knew it would die, and when. It knew to the hour and to the second. Would you want to know the same, January? Would it make you cherish every moment more, or stain the time you have left with grief? I cannot say it myself. All I know is that I will continue coming home to you, as I do now. We have one more ending to find in Looming. January, my love, as I stand in Looming, it is difficult to imagine you living your life back where things were alive and touched by your warmth. I am a fool, perhaps, to spend my time in this wasteland instead of by your side. Please forgive my foolishness. I will spoil this for you. To get the final ending in Looming, you just have to go to the 4 corners of the map and find 4 hidden signposts in each corner, respectively. Each will tell you something about a star. And this has to do with those light posts that we saw earlier in the game that we had to maneuver around according to the shattered diagram. The southeast star shines north. That means the bottom right star shines north. That means up. Should I be writing this down? Maybe. Maybe I should be, but I'm not gonna. The southeast star shines north, so up, north. Okay. Now we head to this corner. See what that has to offer us. So, I think this is going to be the last episode of Looming. Hopefully you've enjoyed these 5 short episodes, brief ones, of this black and white wasteland of gray and dust and nothing but wind and footsteps. The northeast star shines south. So the southeast star shines north and the northeast star shines south. Well, that's easy. So the right side's lights go towards each other. That's fine. I can do that. Let's go over to this corner down here. All the way down here. Whoa, what was that? Was that part of Looming, or was that... Never mind. You guys probably didn't hear it. There's that cross again. Boy, September is just booking it today. He's ready to be done with Looming. He's ready to go home to January. That last thing September said, though, was kind of odd to me. He said where things were alive and touched by your warmth. Are September and January really the months of the year, I wonder? The southwest star shines east. So the other ones go to get towards each other, and that one goes to the right. So now let's go find the last one. I'm going to assume that this one shines left. Maybe, just maybe. It's only a guess. Also, YouTube video compression likes to screw up this game for some odd reason, probably because it's only black and white and YouTube sucks like that. But I hope you've enjoyed it anyway. I'd love to put up source video instead, but I can't do that. YouTube is still the site that has the monopoly on video hosting. I do save all my things though. I have every single piece of work I've ever done. The Northwest Star shines west. Alright then, let's go find those light posts. So left, right, and then down, up. Now we just need to find those light posts, and that perhaps might be the hardest challenge of all. Finding where they are. Oh, never mind, I found them. Alright then, let's get these done first. This one shines south. This one shines north. This one shines to the right. This one shines to the left. Have we done it? Are we done looming? We can only wait. And yes, we have done it. Perceptive Explorer, Metal Get. Breaking the third wall. Even the dead tell stories, January. Among the rubble and the ashes of the bone and the watching spires, there are glimmers of knowledge and secrets that show what was and will be. That is Looming, January. A snapshot of the end of time. A place for remembering and discovering. I love you, January. I hope that we will be remembered the same way Looming remembers those who briefly stopped here. I hurry home. And that's it. That's Looming. We're done. That's everything. And now that we've gotten every single ending, we can see the developer's notes on Looming. And I got 100 points for that. The concept for Looming came to Gregory at the 2010 Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. The note in his notebook says, Looming, atmospheric moody game with tiny PC and huge architecture. The images in my head were of a dark environment, misty and mysterious, with huge looming shapes scattered around in the barren plain. The original concept was an exploration game with more puzzles than in the final product. The story came a bit later. I knew I wanted the discovery of artifacts to play a large role, and so there needed to be a culture to leave the artifacts behind. Post-apocalypse is overplayed in video games, so I decided that the cultures had simply moved on, been forced to leave for another place. Somehow one culture became two, and I wanted an interesting duality between them. Instead of being divided between science and mysticism, the Siecha and the Lorem were divided between pragmatic intuition and theoretical analysis. They each hold beliefs that our culture would find rather strange, no matter what size. A recurring theme in Looming is indirect learning, finding out about someone through roundabout means. The player character, September, is learning of the inhabitants of Looming through what they leave behind. The only writings about the Lorem are from the outside perspective of the Siecha, and vice versa. The Ouroboros can leave messages directly, but is dead by the time September arrives. The Epiphany, a strange psychoclimatic event, provides knowledge without a source. And the player only knows September through the letters to September's love, January. So you never actually get to know anyone from their own word of mouth. He says here, he holds a certain fascination for a 1-bit color. Is that September down there? Man, he's tired. Looming used pattern dithering for its black and white sprites. The result reminds me of old woodcuts. While still being definitively digital, I cheated a bit on certain effects, clouds, shadows, and alpha fades mean that Looming is not a fully 1-bit game. The sound in Looming is entirely homemade, Foley, recorded and processed in an attempt to sound a bit otherworldly. Many of the sounds are heavily processed versions of my voice. The drones and odd chants in the ambience are simply the word looming, said in various ways, then reversed and processed to make them a bit stranger. Some noises, like the birds and the footsteps, are me fiddling with stuff on my desk. The world in Looming is designed to lead the player to important locations. I did my best to add rough patches or faded paths that guide the eye towards places where items can be found. With the exceptions of the secret signpost at the corner of the world, every collectible object should be near a landmark and tied to the main path by these little scenery hints. Oh wow, look at that. I got more serious with my development process during Looming, thanks in large part to my fiancée and project manager, Melissa Avery. He used FogBuzz, an issue tracking web application, to track and estimate the tasks involved in the last half of the development. He also decided to spend more time on polish, inspired by the IGS keynote I watched as I developed Looming's initial concept. This, I think, is my most polished game to date. Looming has many inspirations, two in particular. Myst, this one over here, is the most prominent game to feature learning about an abandoned place through exploration. And Yume Nikki is a free game to play that plays very similarly to Looming, but is larger, harder, and much more surreal. Yume Nikki sounds interesting, but it looks freaking scary. I hope that you've enjoyed Looming. Gregory thinks so too. You can, I don't know, look at his blog and an occasional podcast at that if you want, or you can email him if you really want to, saying how much you've enjoyed this game. I've enjoyed this game. I haven't emailed him though, but who knows. Thanks for playing and thanks for watching Looming on Newgrounds.com. Created by Gregory Ware. This is Steve127 wishing you a brighter tomorrow. I don't know when I'm getting that new computer, but it's definitely going to happen soon before school starts, and school starts this Sunday. So let's get that computer, and hopefully let's get some real work done. I'll see you guys tomorrow in a not so desolate place that isn't all black and white. I'll see you next time.